In this video, we'll mention about top 10 best historical movies so far. If you didn't subscribe our channel yet, then please don't subscribe and don't like our video. Our number 10 countdown is Alexander.
You are a name living forever in history.
The king lives!
This is a big, epic movie about the life of Alexander the Great, one of the most famous warriors and kings in history. He was the young king of Macedonia, who went on to conquer almost the whole known world, from Greece to India, all before he turned 33. The movie shows how Alexander, played by Colin Farrell, grows up dreaming of greatness. His father is King Philip, played by Val Kilmer, a strong but rough man. His mother, Olympias, played by Angelina Jolie, is full of ambition and pushes Alexander to become a legend. As he grows up, Alexander becomes a fearless leader. He builds one of the biggest empires the world has ever seen. The movie shows his massive battles, like the Battle of Gaugamela, and his journey across deserts, mountains, and foreign lands. But the movie is not just about fighting. It also shows his personal struggles, friendships, love, and deep loneliness. It explores his bond with his friend Hephaestion, his relationships with his generals, and how power starts to isolate him. The film is directed by Oliver Stone, and it's full of grand visuals, historical drama, and intense emotions. Some people liked it, some didn't. But if you enjoy ancient history, war stories, and powerful characters, Alexander is worth a watch. Our number 9 countdown is The Pianist.
Out of 500,000. They're exterminating us.
This is a powerful and heartbreaking movie based on a true story. It's about a Jewish pianist named Ladislaus Spilman, who lived in Poland during World War II. At the start, Spilman is a famous musician living a good life in Warsaw. But when the Nazis invade Poland, everything changes. His family is forced into the ghetto, and life becomes full of fear, hunger, and violence. Slowly, he loses everything: his home, his family, and even his piano. But somehow, Spilman survives. He hides in ruined buildings, starves for days, and escapes death many times. The movie shows how music, hope, and inner strength keep him alive even in the darkest times. Adrian Brody plays Spilman, and his acting is amazing. You can feel the pain in his eyes and the quiet strength in his silence. He even learned to play the piano for the role. The film is directed by Roman Polanski, who also lived through the war as a child, so the story feels real and deeply personal. The Pianist isn't a fast or flashy movie. It's quiet, emotional, and very real. It shows the horrors of war, not through big battles, but through the eyes of one man who simply wants to survive. Our number 8 countdown is Apocalypto. This is a wild, intense, and action-packed movie directed by Mel Gibson. It takes you deep into the world of the Maya civilization, way before the Spanish arrived in the Americas. The story follows a young man named Jaguar Paw. He's living a peaceful life in the jungle with his family and tribe. But one day, warriors from a powerful Mayan city attack his village. They burn everything, kill people, and take the rest, including Jaguar Paw, as prisoners. What follows is a brutal and gripping survival story. Jaguar Paw manages to escape, and the rest of the movie is about him running through the jungle, fighting for his life, and trying to get back to save his wife and child, who are hiding in a deep pit. The movie has almost no English. The actors speak in an ancient Mayan language, which makes it feel super real and raw. The action scenes are intense. The jungle is beautiful but dangerous, and the whole vibe of the movie is wild and unpredictable. It's not just about action. It also shows how civilizations rise and fall, and how people survive when everything is against them. Apocalypto is brutal, fast-paced, and visually stunning. If you like survival stories, ancient cultures, and edge-of-your-seat action, this is a movie you'll never forget. Our number 7 countdown is Cabrini.
Project is overly ambitious, perhaps unrealistic.
This is a powerful and emotional movie based on the true story of Mother Francesca Cabrini, an Italian nun who became the first American saint. The story starts in the late 1800s. Mother Cabrini travels from Italy to New York City with a big dream to help poor immigrants, especially women and children, who are suffering and have nowhere to go. But when she arrives in America, life is not easy. She faces racism, sexism, and even disrespect from church leaders. People tell her she's just a woman and should stay quiet. But she doesn't give up. With strong faith and determination, she builds hospitals, orphanages, and schools, not just in the U.S., but all around the world. She becomes a symbol of courage, love, and service. The movie is full of emotion, struggle, and hope. It shows how one woman, without money or power, changed the lives of thousands, just by believing in her mission and refusing to quit. Our number 6 countdown is Kingdom of Heaven.
To pray. For what? For the strength to endure what is to come.
This is a big historical action movie set during the time of the Crusades, around the 12th century. It's about war, religion, honor, and peace. The main character is Balian, a blacksmith from France, played by Orlando Bloom. After losing his family, he finds out that his real father is a knight. He joins him and travels to Jerusalem, a city that's full of tension between Christians and Muslims. Balian wants to do the right thing. He doesn't fight for religion or power, but to protect innocent people. When war breaks out between the Christian king and Saladin, the Muslim leader, Balian becomes a key figure. He stands strong, defends Jerusalem, and shows that peace is better than violence. The movie has epic battle scenes, castles, swords, and political drama. But it also shows deep ideas, like how religion can be used for both good and bad, and how one man's choices can matter in a big world. The director is Ridley Scott, so the visuals are amazing. The extended version of the movie is even better, with more story and character depth. Our number 5 countdown is The First King. This is a powerful and gritty historical movie from Italy. It tells the story of two brothers, Romulus and Remus, who are part of the legend of how Rome was born. The movie shows them as poor shepherds trying to survive in a wild and dangerous world. After a flood and some attacks, they get captured and thrown into slavery. But they escape, and then start a journey that changes history. The bond between the brothers is strong, but their dreams are different. Remus wants to be king and lead by strength. Romulus is more quiet and thoughtful. This creates tension between them, and in the end, one of them must die so that Rome can rise. That's the heart of the legend. This movie doesn't have fancy effects or modern style. It feels raw, realistic, and ancient. The actors speak in Old Latin, and the fights are brutal and real. It's dark, emotional, and beautifully shot, with a lot of nature and raw landscapes. The First King is not just about action. It's about sacrifice, destiny, and how great things are built through pain and struggle. Our number 4 countdown is White Bird.
When in dark times.
This is a heart-touching drama movie that's connected to the film Wonder. It's not a direct sequel, but it's set in the same world. This time, the story goes deeper and takes us back to World War II. The movie is about a young Jewish girl named Sarah Blum, who is hiding from the Nazis in France. She's scared and alone, but a boy named Julian's grandfather, who used to be shy and bullied, ends up helping her. His family hides Sarah in a barn and protects her even though it's dangerous for them too. Through this story, we see kindness, courage, and how even small acts of goodness can change lives. It's a story of friendship, bravery, and hope in a very dark time. The film also connects to Julian, the boy from Wonder, and shows how learning about his family's past helps him become a better person. White Bird is emotional and beautifully made. It's not a war movie with big battles. It's more about human feelings, love, and standing up for what's right, even when it's hard. Our number 3 countdown, Braveheart. This is a famous epic war movie about a real-life Scottish hero named William Wallace. It's all about freedom, courage, and fighting back against injustice. The story starts in the 1200s. Scotland is under the control of England. William Wallace just wants to live a peaceful life, but when the English kill someone close to him, he snaps and starts a full-on rebellion. He brings together normal people, farmers, and villagers, and leads them into battle against the powerful English army. Wallace doesn't fight for power or money. He fights for freedom. That's the line everyone remembers. They may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom. The film is full of emotional moments, love, betrayal, and big battle scenes. It shows how one man's courage can inspire a whole country. Mel Gibson plays William Wallace, and he also directed the movie. His performance is strong and emotional, and the film has lots of iconic scenes, especially the battles, which are raw, brutal, and powerful. Braveheart is not 100% accurate in terms of history, but it really hits hard emotionally. It makes you feel angry, proud, and inspired, all at the same time. Our number 2 countdown is Outlaw King.
So long as you fight!
This is a historical action film based on the true story of Robert the Bruce, a Scottish warrior who fought back against England and became the King of Scotland in the 1300s. The movie starts right after William Wallace, from Braveheart, is defeated. Scotland is under English control. Robert the Bruce at first tries to make peace, but later realizes that the only way to free his people is to fight. So, he breaks the rules, declares himself king, and becomes an outlaw. The English call him a traitor, and he has to go on the run. But even though he loses everything, land, army, even his family, he never gives up. Bit by bit, he builds a small group of fighters and starts taking back Scotland. The film is full of intense battle scenes, horse chases, and dramatic moments. Chris Pine plays Robert the Bruce, and he does a solid job showing both the king's strength and his struggles. The final battle, the Battle of Loudon Hill, is gritty and powerful. It's not a flashy Hollywood-style war. It feels raw and real. Outlaw King is a good watch if you like medieval action, underdog stories, or real history. Our number 1 countdown is Downfall.
Jetzt wird Ihnen eben das Hälschen durchgeschnitten.
Sie wird das saufen in ihrem eigenen...
This is a German movie that shows the last days of Adolf Hitler inside his underground bunker in Berlin during the final moments of World War II. The film is mostly based on real accounts, especially from Traudl Junge, who was Hitler's young secretary. It shows how Hitler and his close group of followers were still living in the bunker while the Soviet army was getting closer and Germany was falling apart outside. We see Hitler as a powerful man who's now completely broken, sick, and living in denial. Even though everything is clearly lost, he keeps giving crazy orders and refuses to accept reality. Around him, some people still blindly follow him, and some start realizing how wrong everything was. The film is emotional, dark, and intense. It doesn't glorify Hitler at all. Instead, it shows how terrifying and strange those last days were. One of the most famous scenes is when Hitler shouts in the bunker. That clip went viral online in many meme versions, with funny subtitles. But the original movie is actually very serious and sad. The actor who played Hitler, Bruno Ganz, gave an amazing performance. He showed Hitler not just as a monster, but also as a weak and scared human being at the end. That's what makes the film powerful.